Okay. So wanna... Let's got like a bunch of stuff over here. Anyways, I probably got like maybe an hour in me before I have to hop off, but then I'll be back on later on tonight on Dusty. But I see that we have telegrams. Actually, she got hurt last night, so we're not gonna put her corset on. Let's see what our telegrams are. And then we might just go do some work, since I really only have an hour. Excuse me, dog. So, who knows, this part of the recording probably won't be here. Depends on if things happen. Maybe we'll have some company. That was several hours ago. That was 4 hours ago. So doubtful he's still around, but you never know. If he is, then maybe we'll hang out with him, but if not, we're gonna go ahead and... I heard a bunch of people. We're gonna go ahead and look at jobs. Oh, we also... Oh, of course it is nighttime. Right, so 20 oranges. 52 per delivery. I don't have time to do a delivery like that. Poetry night. Of course, when I wanted to change the bridle, it's nighttime.
Evening.
Evening. Let's get a stew. It's hilarious that Tommy Kuso is talking to Dusty because they were trying to get taxidermy from him.
What I can do for you.
Oh, honey, I can do so much better than you.
Shame. Girls like me ain't easy to come by, don't you know?
Actually, sweetheart, you're a dime a dozen.
It's okay, darling. My mouth can do all the work for you instead.
Just double checking I had all the things I need. We can try. It is getting lighter. So the one that we're looking for is this one, which I think you can actually do. So hold on, let me see. There is this one with a bit of blue on the side. Oh no, there it is. It took us $30 to get it fixed in 2 nights, but we got it. I'm sore as hell, but we need money. So come on, Patty. Maybe this time we'll get lucky and actually have something besides Emerald Ranch jobs. Ow. Well, it was not expecting me to go immediately into the farm here when I cut across, so we'll go to the road so I'm not weaving around. Oops. And then we'll go up onto the railroad tracks. There we go. Oh, I need to send a telegram to Alistair. Finally, there are jobs that are not Emerald Ranch. Let's send a telegram to Alistair. Luke said that he was not going to be around today, so we're not going to bother. We did send like a pouty farmers or Me. Never mind. Never mind. I saw someone's arms up. We good. We don't need to be part of that. Oh, this is the cow's milked one. What we'll do is we'll do the chickens, the sheeps and the chickens, and then we'll go check telegrams to see if we got a response. And also send a telegram out. And then, do the milked cows one. That's gonna take a bit. And then we're going to immediately take that to Rhodes because we've learned our lessons since last night about taking money we earn back to the bank. Alright, that's done. Now for the chickens. Chickens! And then we'll go check our telegrams again. And send one to Alistair, because I forgot. That we're gonna, like I said, we're not gonna be around. Unless RP happens and it forces me to stay. This will get our money that we intended to make last night back. We'll be at over 1,000. Actually, actually slightly under 1,000. Because we did waste like $30 on trying to fix her horse. Oh, god damn it. There we go. Alright, let's go check our telegrams and send the one that we intend to send. And then we'll come back and finish the job. Let's see if I can do this without checking my map. I've done this so many times. Yay, okay. Okay, no telegram from Tommy. I'll send one to Alistair. Alright. Let's go do the rest. That bush kind of looked like a horse for a second. I was like, whose horse is laying there? I can't remember how to do the slide. Okay. I can't do the sliding halt when you're galloping. It's just, or sorry, cantering. I guess that's the problem. I don't stop fast enough is my problem. Whoa, why'd I do that? That was weird. I'm having some issues. Just what Dusty needs. She's all banged up and carrying around a whip jug. She's had worse though. She's pushed through worse, so she's being stubborn. It's not that bad, it's just a few bruises. A few bruises and a split lip. It's like that plus the hard work, all the sore muscle. It's like sore muscle, but to the extreme feeling because of the bruising. It's not just sore muscle from hard work, but also sore from being punched and knocked down and being lassoed multiple times. This lasso tag, I imagine, would be a little painful considering you're being like knocked to the ground, lasso around whatever part decided to land on, and maybe partially being dragged. There was one part he like kind of he pulled taunts and it dragged Dusty just like a short bit, but like a minuscule bit, but still that's like gonna burn. That wasn't full grass that they were playing on. 8 more. I could have sworn I did 3, not 2. Oh well. Maybe I'm hoping I did 3 instead of 2. After all the manure, though, I'd take this today. Okay. Just gonna do this and then probably lay down. I am getting tired. I didn't have a whole lot of good sleep. Couldn't shut my brain off for some reason. I hate when that happens. So we make some money, we sent some telegrams out, we let people know that we'll be around later. So at least we set some things up people look forward to. And of course this mundane work is going to make me even more tired, so I'm trying not to nod off. So I'm sitting here talking. I'm not used to a cow laying in like that. Maybe after the 5th one we'll go check telegrams again? Or no, we won't. We'll just continue. We'll finish it. Because I am tired. I kind of want a nap. So I think I'm going to not wait for RP. So if I do have a telegram once we're done, we'll just let whoever know that I'm taking a nap. We'll be back in a few. I'm curious about Tommy. He's an ex-ranger. I did kind of hint at the fact that Dusty isn't exactly above board. But I'm not entirely sure if he picked up on that or not. He did say that he doesn't, if he wanted it or not, it's not his, don't matter to him. But I'm not entirely sure, like, where he is, what kind of, if he's a gray civilian or what. I'm gonna have to fill him out. more. The sad thing is I would have been on sooner and would have been able to pick up that telegram, but I was, like I said, I didn't get a whole lot of sleep last night, so I was zoning out a lot before I finally was like, I should probably get on and at least check telegrams or something. I had a lot of plans this morning, but I just could not fall asleep. I was planning on actually cleaning the house, or at least cleaning part of it. I was actually planning on working out, doing yoga, that sort of thing. Being back in the swing of things, and just, yeah, could not fall asleep. Three more. Oh, now I'm at three more. I miscalculated. We'll be at 2 more after I turn this in. So close, but so far away. I just feel like the life draining from me every single one of these. This is probably the 40 manure over at Emerald Ranch is definitely my least favorite, but this is definitely my really close to the second of the ones that I've done. I remember doing. Like, I don't mind milking cows, but one, this length that you have to go for Hillhaven is so annoying. And two, I would much rather it be just like 3, maybe even 5 times, but 10 is annoying because you can't run with the milk jugs, which I have frequently griped about. Oh, thank goodness. One more after this. And it's raining. I just realized I did wash my hair before I got on and it's still wet because I air dry because I can't be asked. And I don't like going to bed with my head wet. Shit. Maybe I won't be able to take a nap. Maybe I'll just make this one exception for today. I am tired. I can either do one of two things. I can push until a decent hour and then go to bed early. Or I can take this nap and not care about my head being wet, my hair being wet. Is that just a bunch of coyotes chasing a bull? Or foxes? Interesting. Oh, hold on. Might as well bring the horse over here. Yay! We made our money back. We intended to make last night. Or at least majority of it. Like I said, we lost $30 trying to fix Patty's saddle and stuff because I finally got tired of looking at the old saddle. It was the saddle that was on Patty when he was gifted to Dusty. And Dusty's like, fine, I'll just keep it. No, Dusty has her own money and everything else. She decided to be a little bit better. Alright, no telegrams. What? There we go. Alright. Oh. Well. Is this Tommy or Alistair? Oh, there you go. It wants. It wasn't pronghorn, so it don't matter. But he didn't say to ask the law or tell the law. Wait. Alright, Luke is about. I guess we're gonna stick around because we got a bunch of people sending telegrams. Do I want to send one out? Never mind. I'll worry about Alistair later. Luke says to go to Strawberry, so let's go to Strawberry. I thought he wasn't going to be around today. fuck? That was a weird sound. We're gonna need our... I always check to make sure, because sometimes my bullets glitch and they just like disappear. Horses.
Got a goddamn telegram. Yes, I was.
Oh my god, this is
I'm sure he's gonna enjoy hearing about what happened last night. Is he in the normal spot? No. How's it going?
That poor beast.
Walk with me.
Okay.
What happened?
Oh, that's a long story.
Then I'll sit down.
Well, I got some karma from laughing at you two for complaining about shoveling shit.
Yeah.
Uh-huh. I went to Emerald Ranch to do some farming. And the livestock are aggressive as hell over there, but so are the farmers, despite us all doing the same thing and volunteering to help keep up Emerald Ranch. So I was in a constant fight with a few farmers. I laid one out. I threw him over the fence and told him to sleep it off, and he stumbled along and decided not to mess with me from that point on. And then another one decided to try something. So I knocked him out and told him to sleep it off, but he decided to actually mess with me again as I... Okay,
Tim, please don't kill me. I'm good.
crazy today. So he was leaned up against the barn door as I was turning around to go get another pitchfork because the pitchfork I was using broke. And I asked him if he was gonna have a problem or if he's calmed down, and his answer was to sucker punch me as I was grabbing the pitchfork, so...
He seemed like very angry farmers.
Yeah, I took him out again. This time I dragged him off somewhere else and kicked him several more times while he was down because I was angry because he decided to strike me first. I have no idea where he is at that point. Who knows? I didn't even check his pulse. I don't care. But after all of that, I thought things were all calmed down. All the farmers decided to leave me the hell alone after that. And I was checking my telegrams briefly to I was wrapping things up. I just had a few more chores to do. I just wanted to check my telegrams just to take a break. And as soon as I rode out of the farm, I was surrounded by 3 people. And they said that they were watching me struggle for at least an hour or two. And, you know, seemed to be very invested by my struggle and had a quote-unquote proposition for me and insisted that I jump on the back of one of their horses, which, you know, I'm not stupid. I know what this is. But, you know, I couldn't really say no to 3 people surrounding me and horses, so I jumped on the back of the horse and they brought me to that unfinished cabin farm that's across the valley from Emerald Ranch. And they decided to challenge me to a lasso tag thing, which I said I did not have a lasso, which they immediately gave me a lasso. And as soon as they, of course, you know, they were rifling in my pockets and stuff while also handing me the lasso, and realized that I had a lot of money on me because I made the stupid mistake of keeping the money on me in between jobs instead of going to a bank. And as soon as they saw that, they took $250 of that off of me, and said that I would win it back if I could lasso one of them 3 out of 5 times. Plus that they'd give me 100 more. Basically a very creative robbery is what was happening. And, you know, I couldn't really say no to that too, because I did not feel like I could say no to any of this. So I went along with it. It's like, fuck it, why not? Give me this lasso, I'll do it. Which, I chose the leader, which I assumed was leader based on how much he was talking. And, I made him sweat. It was, tied. 2 out of 3, both of us. And so much so that he decided to run behind his 2 other people to try to block me from lassoing him again. Which I yelled at him, is like, that's unfair, you get back here. Which he came back out, but unfortunately my lasso went high and his got me, so I lost the money. But his companions gave me $100 back as a consolation prize, which he did not seem exactly thrilled about, but went along with it. So technically I lost $150 of my $400, but still.
3 of them?
Yeah, there was 3 of them. Gideon, Veronica, and her name is either Kimmy, or Kelly. I tried to get her to repeat herself. She spelled it out, but I still could not. I thought it was Kimmy, but they started laughing and said, yeah, sure, Kimmy. So it's obviously not that one. So it's either Kelly or Cammy. I mean, it's, you know, somewhat my fault that I decided to keep the money instead of going to the bank and depositing it in between. But, and also it's just $150. I literally just made that back before I came here. But at the same time,
Not your fault.
Okay. I mean, I'm a little frustrated by the fact that they literally admitted to watching me struggle for that money. They know I was doing chores. They knew I was making money, only to decide to take some of that money to, quote unquote, play a game with me, which is just a creative way to rob me. frankly, I would have much rather they just taken my Schofield, because, I mean, I don't remember how much a Schofield is. It's probably more than $250. I can't remember, but at least that isn't something new that I just received. It's something old that I can replace in time, not just money that I just got that's getting taken from me.
Certainly not your fault.
Eh, it was a gamble that I took. But it seems like that night was full of gambles, considering I had to do that challenge to get that money back.
Mm-hmm. Let's go to Blackwater.
Okay. They did, for some reason, decide to stand there and give me some tips on how to make money after the fact before they took me by horse, but...
What'd they say?
Just your typical farm work is a good one, but also apparently if you take a varmint rifle and go hunt birds and the red lizards, the Gila monsters, I think that's what they're called. Well, I don't remember what they're called over in the west. You take a hunting wagon and just go up and down and hunting all of those. That's a good way.
Howdy.
Howdy.
I should listen recognize
Hello.
you anymore because it's changed.
I caught a fish yesterday worth $195.
Oh, wow. Did not realize fish would be that expensive.
Me neither.
Also, Tommy was trying to invite me to go see his exhibit, his taxidermy.
Sure he was.
I called him out and I said, "Did you call me Busty or Bestie last night?" And he jokingly said basically the same thing you said. Is like, I might as well have called you Bestie, you know, given what I hope our relationship is.
He liked what he saw in the binoculars.
Apparently. Which sadly I could not wear my corset. I'm too bruised up for that. You know, being lassoed several times and thrown to the ground did not help. I saw several large groups on my way here, by the way. One of them was leaving Blackwater, so I'm not entirely sure what the state of Blackwater is.
Okay, we'll be careful. We have to go right. I always forget.
Oh, by the way, Tommy apparently heard that robbery was happening last night. He sent me a telegram saying, you know, I hope you were careful last night and I heard robbing was happening. So...
Yeah. Sounds like he keeps his ear to the ground.
Mm-hmm. It also sounds like if it is indeed the same people, I'm not the only one that they targeted. I did send a telegram to Alistair to let him know that I had a lot to fill him in on. I'm not entirely sure what he'll be about.
Okay. Yeah, I'm not sure. Not sure when he's gonna wake up. I just sent him a telegram to let him know we were here.
Okay. He kind of looks like Scarpati. Scarpati? Scarpati. Scarpati? Hmm. What? Are you giving me this?
Take it.
Okay.
As far as I'm concerned, you're one of us now. My people get robbed, they get paid back.
Well, thank you.
Well, I hope you have safe travels. Hello.
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 Howdy.
Have a
Welcome
stew,
to the Black
please.
Cat. How can I help you today?
Just a stew, please.
This is Stu. You
Gonna
are
move
sir?
out the way.
There you go. Thank you. Thank you. Anything for the lady?
How about a bottle of whiskey so I can refill my flask?
Sure. Was there a particular brand of whiskey you like?
It don't matter. Surprise me.
Okay.
It's all alcohol. It'll all get me drunk.
Yeah. There you go. Thank you.
Thank you.
You're welcome. Have a good day.
Have a good one.
You too. What is Blueberry Day? Are they talking about that gator in Sisika?
There's an alligator in Sisika named Blueberry.
Oh yeah, there is. I've heard stories about it. Apparently it's some giant gator that they keep as a pet to intimidate the prisoners. Yeah. Interesting if they're celebrating that here.
Always ask them.
I suppose so. It is on their chalkboard there. It's Blueberry Day to wear something blue. And ask them what they mean about blueberry. I also have a telegram. Okay, you got me curious. I read the sign and I see all the blue. What is Blueberry Day?
We're just wear blue.
Yeah, we was doing colored days on Wednesday. So
Oh.
not last week because we do every other Wednesday, but 2 Wednesdays ago it was red, and then today it was blue, and then the next Wednesday, every other Wednesday will be second, and so we're going pink. So it's just like color theme. It's wear blue.
Yeah.
Oh, okay. All right.
Yeah, it's just the name of it.
We also had a rodeo day.
Yeah, we had the rodeo last Saturday. That was a 10 event.
Oh,
And we had
that's,
the wagon wash.
that's fun. That's fun. I was just wondering because I know I've heard tales about a gator named Blueberry in Sisika, so I wasn't sure if you were celebrating the gator or.
We should say that we celebrated blueberry.
Whoa.
I didn't even think about that. That's hilarious. Blueberry Day.
Gator named Blueberry and he's huge.
Yeah,
Yeah, heart is
a very big gator that they keep as a pet to scare the prisoners in Sisika.
Yeah, I
Scary.
haven't seen him, but apparently he was like he broke out the one time and he was like in Ansburg, or she was in Ansburg, I think, because I think it's a lady.
I think
He was
so,
in-
yeah.
She was in Ansburg and like swimming around, and then I saw recently in the paper that they said that she just had babies, so I think that's why she left, was to mate.
Oh, I see.
Yeah,
What
there's
kind
like
of-
a couple more
But what
baby
kind of
gators.
alligator would mate with a blueberry like that?
I heard that. Yeah, I heard the dad was huge or something. That they saw 2 of them swimming around.
Oh,
Oh,
goodness.
no.
I figured one was enough. We don't need 2
Yeah.
giant ones.
I know, it's so scary.
All
Of
right.
course, it's gonna be overloaded with giant alligators.
That's
they're
a
just
scary thought.
feasting us. It's terrifying to think about. Yeah, I heard that Blueberry don't like stripes, so just don't wear stripes around her.
Okay.
Yeah.
Stripes don't look good on Rosie.
Yeah. I mean, you kind of have to wear stripes in Sisika, so just don't go to Sisika
Yeah,
either.
just don't go sis.
Oh. Okay.
All right. I was just curious.
Yeah, no problem.
Yeah. Oh, it's just to have fun.
Thank you for pointing that out. I didn't even realize. It's hilarious.
All right, I'm gonna go on, but have a good day.
Sure. Yeah,
You
have a good one,
too.
honey. Let us know if you need anything.
All right. So not Blueberry the Gator. They're just having days where they dress in different colors. Apparently they do all sorts of events there. Wagon washings, they had a rodeo day. Did you overhear the conversation?
No.
Okay. Well, apparently Blueberry got out at some point and apparently has babies now. So spooky. He's being cute. He's called me bestie now. And he's inviting me to go to the frontier tomorrow. Oh my goodness.
Frontier?
Yeah, it's up in the mountains. Apparently
Why?
he has a tour scheduled tomorrow. He was wondering if I wanted to join in.
A tour of the frontier.
Yeah.
Have fun with your bestie.
I told him I don't know if that's possible. We'll see. That and I need to invest in warmer
Sounds-
clothing.
Yeah, sounds cold.
Well, I mean, I am from Canada. I'm used to the cold, but I'm not going to be wearing
That
this. It can get pretty cold, but probably not that cold.
That seems really cold.
Yep, definitely gonna need to invest in warmer clothing if I do that.
Nah, not that much.
Back to the farm.
We how we doing, ma'am? You well?
I understand the pain now, literally.
Yep, fantastic, Bill.
Hopefully not much longer.
Hopefully not. Did you hear from Alistair or no?
No.
Okay.
Might still be asleep.
Yeah, probably. How much longer are you going to be around? I thought you weren't going to be around today. I thought you were going to be busy.
Did you miss me?
Obviously.
My talkative spirit. I'll be around for an hour.
Alright. What do we do in that hour, though?
What do you want to do?
I'm gonna eat this stew in a jar, but, Is there anything else we wanted to explore? Given our brainstorming ideas, or...
Don't think so. At some point I want you to show me how you make your moonshine, but I want to wait till you have a wagon for that.
Yeah, it's better to do it when you have the space.
Yeah.
A lot of ingredients and time go in that.
That's what I kind of imagined.
Mm-hmm. When you gotta make sure you gotta do everything correctly. Some people forget to skim the dangerous bits off. That's what causes people to go crazy or blind or both. So yeah, that's gonna take a lot longer. I was trying to hash out, because I'm gonna import Canadian whiskey and maybe a few other things. But the thing is, the bottles only ship, 8 to crate, and I'm not entirely sure if that's even worth doing if I'm gonna go around selling. That's 8 bottles that's 8 people, that's 8 customers.
You
Or,
can sell it by the crate.
true, but if I'm gonna go around and sell, be salesman, shout out that I have, alcohol and food. One thing I can think of doing is maybe getting kegs of it and selling it by the glass instead, if I'm going to be offering it up to people. So then, theoretically, if I sell it by the glass, if I pour everything evenly, that should be like 40 glasses in a crate instead of just the 8 bottles. Unless someone's super interested in just getting the whole bottle, then they can just take it.
Yeah, it's probably the smarter way to do it.
The thing is, the beer is going to be the same way, unless I do kegs again, small kegs of beer. Then I can offer it in glasses, pint glasses that hopefully people don't mistaken for whiskey glasses. That's the only way I can think of making that work.
If you're doing a speakeasy, you can always carry down more crates. Just do like 2 crates of beer.
True, yeah. Well, with the
One crate
speakeasy,
of. Yeah, you don't actually speakeasy. Can you? Actually, I don't even know. Can you buy inside the speakeasy, or do we need to bring it in crates?
you can buy inside. So, for us, we would be bringing kegs down, and I just,
Mm-hmm.
get it.
Yeah.
Probably make sure I have some tags and stuff so people know what it is.
How you doing?
But yeah, that'll be fine. I don't have to worry about crates inside of there.
Yeah.
It's just for when I'm doing the Dusty's Boozy Delights that
Yeah.
I'm trying to factor. Especially if I'm gonna get a wagon
you
that's
drive
only
that,
gonna
or you
carry
drive
5
bike?
things. I have to juggle between that and food.
You can always start with one that has 5 and then sell it later
Okay,
for
that's
a
good to
slight
hear. I
loss,
wish you
but like
well,
that
one
lasts
safe
like
trip back home.
4,000 or whatever.
That's true. That gets us, up and started with all this. You have to start
Yep.
somewhere.
Yeah, it definitely sounds like
I definitely feel like
you're quite
either
confident
either
in your
these
abilities.
either these ideas, I feel like there's going to be an event type of thing once a week or once every few, that sort of thing. Instead of me trying to do it every day, I feel like I'd go mad trying to do that every day.
No, I think you're on the right track. Once a week or once every 2 weeks.
Yeah. Because I have to factor in, I have to make everything and make sure everything's imported in anyways, so I'm gonna have to give time to do all that.
Mm-hmm. Hopefully, we can find some people to hire to help you.
Yeah, hopefully so. That's what we need to do is mingle more, make more friends. Tommy seems to think that he knows everyone and anyone, so he can be utilized. Speaking of, I'm assuming that's Tommy. Is that you, Polly?
It is. Is that Miss Dusty?
It is.
Okay, yeah, I figured. Yeah, I sent you a my telegram with my product catalog in it, and
Okay.
basically, it has everything that I currently offer. Although I am working on getting a few more uh elements from Guama to start importing, uh, as well as you know. Working on basically just anything. I'm
Mm-hmm.
myself. I'm relatively new to the crossing as well. I've been here about about 2.5 months, so I don't know everything that's out there. But I am doing my research here and there. So if you happen to come across anything that I don't currently offer, and you would like to get it, or you don't feel like getting it yourself, let me know, and I'll figure out for one how to get it, and two a decent price at which you can purchase it.
Okay, wonderful. Well, thank you for that. I'll definitely have to browse this, and I'm still, like I said, I'm still, my main goal is the wagon before I start
Yeah,
worrying about ingredients and stuff. So
yeah.
Have a good day, Polly.
You too.
I sent you a telegram with his catalog. That was Polly who sent me a telegram. The guy who's doing all the delivery stuff.
Thank you.
He has a very extensive list, but I don't know if you heard anything he said.
I caught a little bit at the end.
Okay. He said that if there's nothing on the list or something that we're interested in getting that's not on a list, he just let him know and he'll figure out how to get it and give me prices and stuff as well. But he has a rather extensive list as it is, so. He did say that there's some other things in Gorma that he's still working on adding to his list, so.
Okay.
He kept hesitating. He kept saying like and then hesitating like he didn't want to give me an example. I'm kind of curious as to why, but you know.
Yeah, it's interesting.
He
From
did that.
Guarma, I don't know what lemons maybe.
Well, no, it wasn't about Gorma. He mentioned the Gorma stuff. He said other things in Gorma that he's still working on. But then he's like, and then I have other things that and then he kind of hesitated and kind of moved on from that. So, which he did the first time we met him yesterday. He kind of like he was hinting that he said anything and everything, and then kind of stumbled over himself, and then.
Interesting.
Hmm.
What do you think it is?
I don't know. Maybe he's dabbling in other things that he doesn't want to outwardly say to just anyone. So if we make business friends with this guy, maybe we'll learn.
Yeah, we should do that.
Yeah. I kind of skimmed. I didn't really fully look. I'll look later to see what his prices are like. Definitely feel like it might be more money, but I feel like that would cut a lot of my insanity trying to gather ingredients.
I think in the short term, me and Al discussed having to get the things for you ourselves, but long term, once we have a little bit more money, the idea is to have someone we can purchase it from. So
Yeah, that makes sense. I mean, we're starting out. It makes sense for us to do all that, but
But I think we're all on the same page that the quicker we can get out of having to do things by hand, the better.
yeah, absolutely. I'm so sore. And not just because of the bruising, it's a lot of hard work. I'm sure I would have been sore even without the bruises.
Speaking of bruises, what do these people look like?
Wait, the people that robbed me? Let me. Okay, so Veronica had black hair that was pulled back in the braid. She was tanner complexion, a lot darker than I am. Of course, I'm pale as hell, so that's saying something. She was wearing all dark green jean material. And they seemed to be very proud about that. Cammy was sitting there like, "What do you think about her outfit?" She, but it was just all one color, all that dark green color. But they did say that she changed, so I don't know if that's a thing that she wears all the time. Seems like something new, actually. Gideon, he's in dark green as well, but his jacket has like a tan fur trim to it, and he had patchwork pants on and spats in that same dark green. He was also tan in complexion. Unfortunately, his hat, Veronica wasn't wearing a hat, but Gideon was wearing one, and it was wide brimmed, so I could barely get a good look at his face. I swear he had a big mustache, but like I said, it was in shadow, so I couldn't even knock his hat off while I was lassoing him, so. He definitely did not look like he had hair, or if he did have hair, it was hidden. It was short enough to be hidden underneath the hat, so. And Cammy or Kelly or Kimmy, whoever the hell her name is, she had a mask on the entire time and one of those wide-brimmed hats, so I could not tell what she looked like. She did have dark black curly hair that she wore in a side ponytail. And she was wearing a black skirt and a white top and a black bow tie, but as soon as we were doing the lasso game, she decided to change her skirt to pants in case I chose her as an opponent. But she kept that mask on the entire time.
What about horses?
So I actually watched, which kind of made me side-eye and made me go towards the telegrams. I watched Cammy. She had like a big roan, I'm assuming Breton, or one of those big chunky horses, but then she exchanged it for a like a paint, like a brown and white paint looking horse that was still big, probably a roadster of some sort. And then she sat at a picnic table while I was riding by, so they were definitely scouting me. I probably should have kept riding. I didn't know it was her and two others, honestly. That was just her. And then Gideon was riding I'm wanting to say it's like a half-bred, that Hungarian, but it was not it was like a bay with a white stripe down its nose. They were all big old chunky horses, all of them. I can't remember what Veronica was riding. I think it was like a black or a dark bay horse, but as far as breed, I'm not entirely sure.
Okay.
Gideon definitely did most of the talking, though Veronica and Cammy chimed in, so all of them are talkative people. I couldn't really pick up any distinct accents or anything, though. I mean, Gideon has a very specific way he talks, but it's really hard for me to kind of describe, honestly. Something I could point out, but something I couldn't really describe.
Yeah. We'll keep an eye out. There's that emerald, right?
Yeah, it was that emerald. Though the way that they were talking about how they were doing, sometimes they do things in Pronghorn for a bit of extra cash, and Gideon was talking about going to the west to hunt birds and lizards and stuff. It sounds like they maybe move around a lot. Tommy even suggested if I was one of the ones that was robbed to talk to Pronghorn, the people on Pronghorn. So maybe people got robbed at Pronghorn. Seems like they may have traveled around. Which I told him, thanks for the concern, but I'm okay.
Walk with me. That's interesting.
Yeah.
Al mentioned there's a group from Pronghorn. You might have seen them. They wear white hats.
Yeah, he actually, Tommy described them in the telegram that they all wear white hats. Not hard
Yeah,
to miss.
apparently they've been having an issue with some gang. It's people and fighting them at Pronghorn.
Hmm.
Apparently they're known for torturing people.
Oh, maybe it's the Wicker Gang. Remember I told you,
Hmm.
and Tommy
Maybe.
told me that they were notorious for torturing?
Yeah, apparently Al mentioned he mentioned that there were just people that were trying to remember what exactly he said. I think it might have been Wicker Gang. Yeah, maybe it was Wicker Gang. There were a couple other gangs that he mentioned, but I'm now not remembering their names.
That's the only one that was brought up to me, but I'm sure there's plenty out there that do that sort of thing.
Yeah. Yeah. We should if we see these Pronghorn people, we should get to know them too. I don't think they're on our side of the law, but it's nice to know people on all ends.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, we can definitely do that. I mean, you two do a lot of the chores, or a lot of over at Pronghorn, right?
Yeah. It's usually where I go because it's out of the way and there's usually enough jobs.
Yeah, my problem is, knowing my luck, I would be attacked by. Apparently, there's a giant grizzly bear that likes to
Mm-hmm.
move along that side,
Yeah, there is.
or the wolves. You know, I felt like, especially when I'm around late at night, I feel like Emerald is safer. Well, I thought it was until last night.
Yeah, it is. There are wolves too. Yeah.
Hmm. I feel like I would rather take my chances with being potentially robbed than being mauled by wolves when I'm by myself at night. So
Can't blame you. Should we see who's all around?
I've been watching people run back and forth. I'm not entirely sure who's all here. I know Tommy was sending telegrams from Strawberry.
They just robbed that wagon.
Oh. All right.
Left a guy on the street.
That was brave of them.
Yeah.
Given how sore I am, I'm likely to lay down soon, take a little bit of a nap.
7 and 8.
Mm-hmm.
That's 8, right? You hit, and there's a thing got 18. You up there? But if you got a 10, you fucked. You fucked. If
Sounds
you
like
don't,
someone's
fucked if you do,
playing
you know what I'm saying?
blackjack.
Mm-hmm.
My gut is saying down.
Do you gamble?
You got an 8.
I mean, sometimes. Didn't really have a choice last night, but yeah.
I don't count that as gambling.
Look at that, man.
Hello?
Howdy there.
Well,
We're trying to outsmart this dealer right here.
I think I did a pretty good job of it.
You did fucking well there, man. Oh, you hear us?
Yeah?
Hello?
Yeah, I hear you.
Oh, right.
Well, yeah, that's fine.
Any room at the table, or we all plan on taking a seat?
Oh, that's a go take a seat, sir. We just need to get some more funds out. He just finished us off.
I'm just watching.
Yeah, we'll be back.
But I think I'll sit down.
Yeah, so I'll do my best.
You gonna go again, man?
Yeah, I'm gonna go again.
Give me 100 to play with that deal.
Yeah, sure. I'll give you 100.
Yeah, come on, man. With my experience, and I told you right there, you made like $600.
Need to work this son of a bitch. Not today, Satan. Not today.
Let's do this, y'all.
I wish you all luck.
Hi.
All right. What's your name there, sir, in the end?
My name is Zhang Wei. Pleasure to meet you.
Zhang Wei Cooper. Nice to meet you, there.
Pleasure to meet you, Mr. Cooper.
James Ryder. I sold you cigarettes a while ago.
Day to day, Mr. Ryder.
Mm-hmm.
For the sale.
All right, what we working with, man?
We both with a hard 16? Fuck this guy.
I missed the bet on that one.
You know, when I take one for the team, I'm gonna hit.
Well, that's bold.
This is for you.
Oh, fuck. I think I'm gonna stand. You know, my luck's been good. I'm gonna win this.
Mate, you should have told him that before you took one for the team.
Yeah,
yeah, and he busted.
Son of a bitch.
Well.
That was a nice little 300, yeah.
Put 300 on that.
Well, no, I won 300. I put 150.
It's like your lucky day, James.
Yeah, it feels like it. Oh.
I'm gonna go ahead and lay down.
Shit, man, you spending.
Trying to go here?
Might as well crash off here.
Okay. If anything comes up, if you wake up later, you can send Al a telegram.
Yeah, well, I'll fill him in on everything too.
Yeah, sounds good. Take care.
Yep. Yep.
Yeah, I don't do nothing with that. It's gonna sit pretty right there. Come on now. Oh, yeah.
All right. We're going to go for now. I will be back later.